Okay, this is Future Kim, and I'm popping in with this little clip at the beginning of the video because I had recorded a 40-minute long video for the next sale I'm doing, and I realized on the first 5 lots of lace that I completely forgot the appliques. I have so many things spread out all over my floor, countertop, everywhere in this craft room. And this all just got separated from what I had intended to include with those 5 lace lots that are at the very beginning of the video you're about to see. So I'm going to pop in here, insert this video clip at the beginning, and I guess hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is going to be included with the lot 1. Okay, I have this huge piece. There's a lot of this here. I have already used some of it even, and there's still a lot left, because what I do on these is I cut sections off to include in my fabric books to have as a background on a page, when I have like a focal point but I want something behind it. I always use this type of fabric, so I have quite a bit of this in each of these lots that I'm going to be, not lots because this is going with lot 1, like you can see where I've cut off here, and I cut off some down the side too, but it's a straight line, so like I said, there's still a lot here. So I tried to include a large piece of this in each of the appliques that are being included with each of these 5 lots. And then I have this beautiful piece right here. I have, yeah, there's one missing. I must have included it somewhere else. Oh, here it is. Where is it? Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time. So there should be 3, but I must have included it with another lot. So, you know, so it's just the 2. 2 of those. I have this string right here of these really pretty hearts that have the little tiny bow in it that's centered with the pearl. And then I have this little piece right here. It kind of just went with the very pale green that's here, so that's why I included. I've tried to keep everything kind of color coordinated as much as I could. Okay, so that goes with lot 1 of the video that you're getting ready to see. Lot 2 is going to include this. There we go. Piece right here. Oh, this is just so pretty. I love the green color in this one that goes with the pinks. And again, I've used some of this as well. And there is a lot included with this. So it's a very large piece of fabric here. Then this one's going to have blues in it. My gosh, I'm struggling with this. This stuff is so sticky. It's like sticking on itself. And I have used some off of this as well, so just FYI, because again, I just take off strands, you know. I keep going the wrong way. There's that one. This one is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I've used some of this as well. But still a really nice piece to work with. So you've got sequin in here, and then the rhinestone centers on the flowers here. So pretty. And then I have another piece that's got some blues in it. I have two. Oh, well, there's that other one. I have two of these pieces. Oh, I used a lot of this. This is like a yard, and I have just these small 3 pieces of bows. It's a bow that has a bow and a center pearl in it. It's a bow on top of a bow, and I loved this trim. I've used so much of that over the years. There's only 3 little pieces left. Oh, there's that other piece right there. But I'm just including it with this lot. And then finally this one. I don't think it'll fit in frame here, so maybe. Alright, so that goes with lot 2. And I am throwing it on top of the lots right now so that they don't get missed this time around. Lot 3, this is going to be just unique colors here. Okay, this is another large piece that is just so, this is just so beautiful. God, where's the end? Come on. I have to take apart the whole thing. Okay, I'm just going to show a little snippet here. This is a very large piece of fabric with these appliques on it. And the great thing about these is that these are dimensional flowers. And even these are like dimensional. Little rolled flowers right there. I love how these pop up because then you can adorn it any other way you want with whatever center you want. If you're using buttons, if you're small buttons, or if you're using, you know, the flat back pearls or whatever else. If you want to sew a rhinestone in, there's all kinds of options for you here. But anyway, this is a very large piece of fabric. I think this is, well, I'm not even going to guess how long it is. I'm trying to fold it up too where it doesn't get too wrinkled, but it is what it is. Not to mention it'll be stuffed in an envelope, so okay, let's do it this way. Okay, and then I have this very pretty piece as well. And I used a big chunk of that on a project, but as you can see, there's still a lot to work with here. Because you can cut just this part off. You can cut just this part off, just even one single. I mean, there's so many different ways you can use these appliques. You don't have to use these as a whole piece. And that's certainly the way I use them anyway, because I always cut all these apart. I think people are afraid to cut into them, but then I have this piece that has these colors right here. So if you're into more than just the pinks, creams, and whites, then this is a good one for you. I have this peach colored applique right here. So pretty. And then a little peachy butterfly, coral colored, whatever. Alright, so that goes with lot 3. And then lot 4. Okay, I used a lot of this one. So this one isn't going to be as big as the others that I've shown so far, because I did use a lot of this. But there's still a lot here to work with as well. So, because I cut like just a straight line down here, and I used a lot of this in different projects over the years. These little leaves on here are dimensional. Oh, I guess it does go that way. The leaves are dimensional. They do pop up. So I always thought that was really cool. That's why I like this piece. But again, still a lot here to work with. I'm going to miss working with fabric, but I just have to get real about the crafting situation and go back to the basics of what drew me to crafting to begin with, which was art journaling. And like I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing even that. Okay, I have these two applique pieces right here. That pretty blush pink. Oh, this piece is so pretty. I love this. Again, it has some pink pearls, rhinestone centers. Just beautiful. I have, oh, there's two more of those too. And then I have another strand of these hearts right here. So you can cut those apart. Okay, so that goes with lot 4. And then finally lot 5. And this is more of a blushy pink, peachy pink color. So let's get the big one out of the way. This one is stunning. Again, I don't think I used any of this. I thought I did, but I guess not. Oh yeah, I did. I thought I'd used this before, so there was more to this. But again, most of this is here. And I love this one because again, you've got the multi-layer petals with, excuse me, so it's dimensional. You also have little pieces that you can cut off. Ugh, this is just beautiful. I have this. Again, dimensional too. I'm all about dimension. I love dimensional appliques. Then I have this flat applique here. Again, the colors just kind of all coordinate a little bit. And then I have this strand of bows right here. I have just a couple of little appliques that fell out of this pile, so just kind of kept it all together. I have these corset pieces. Definitely got these from Esme's sale because I remember buying those because I love corsets. And then finally I have these puffy flower appliques, and there are 4 of those. Are they different or are they the same? Yeah, they're the same. Okay, yeah. So 4 of those. All right, and again, that goes with lot 5, and now we'll get into the actual video. Okay, I'm back with the next grouping of sales I've got going on here in my craft room. And the first 5 lots are going to be the vintage laces from the estate sale that I got a couple of years back. And look at the description below this video and see how to claim a lot. I'll need to know your first and last name, mailing address, and your PayPal email, along with the lot number or numbers that you want. I'll send you an invoice after I calculate shipping. And give me some time, you guys, because I get so many messages on these sales that, you know, I try to respond to all the messages first. And then after that, I get into the like collecting, because a lot of people get more than one lot, so it's like I have to pull two different, you know, one or two lots and combine them and find packaging for it, get it weighed out, and then go through the whole process of trying to find shipping before I actually prepare the invoice and send it to you. So, but please try to keep an eye on your email when I do this, so that I don't have to chase you for payment. Because there's people that are, usually anyway, people waiting next in line to claim something. Sometimes I have them 2-3 deep that are next in line. So anyway, just to make it fair for everybody, try to just keep an eye out for the invoice and pay it when, just as soon as possible. Okay? All right. I think I have all the important stuff out of the way, so let's just get into it. So these first 5 lots, like I mentioned, are going to be these laces from the vintage laces that I got from that estate sale, and they're all going to be $22. So just pay attention to the lot number, because all these are different. So lot 1, $22, does not include shipping. I'm shipping them all on the cards. These are plastic sleeves, whatever you want to call them. And I'm not going to measure out how much is in here. I'm just not going to all that effort, because I'm selling this for such a low price, you guys. These are like better than garage sale pricing, but so I'm not going to all that effort. It's not worth my time for the 22 bucks I'm making to take it all off the spool and measure it. So this is the first lace right here. Really pretty scallop. I'm going to try to go through this quickly. Of course, I always say that, and then I have an hour-long video. And I have this one right here. I can't find the pin for it. And that's this one right here. Again, be careful with the pins on all these, because I don't want anybody poking themselves, but it's the only way I can get the lace to stay in place, or the trims, whatever you want to call this. And then there's quite a bit of this lace right here. And this is what that looks like. This one. And these are great. I don't know which side. I think it's that side. But these are great because these can all be cut apart to use as appliques. So pretty. Yeah, this is upside down on the card. So. And then finally, I have this ruffle lace. Ruffled lace right here. Oh, it's not really that much. It's not really that ruffly. And there is a lot of that on this card. And some of it may not be coming through the video very well, but this has definitely got an aged look to it. Alright, so that's lot 1, 22. Lot 2, again 22, not including shipping. This one's so pretty. Which way does it go? Which way does it go? Needs to be ironed. I'm trying to get to a part that's not but wrinkly, but okay. There we go. That at the beginning is just wrinkled up there, but oh, this is so pretty. Oh, this one's real pretty too. Lot 3. Sorry, I was looking at the label. This is still part of lot 2. I don't know what I'm talking about here. And this, ugh, this is so pretty. Again, it's all crumpled up here, but so you'd have to iron some of it here at the beginning. This is that variegated lace that I had done a sale on. I've already taken off, like sold off a lot of these laces in a previous destashes. And this is just the original cards that they all came off of. So it's kind of a variegated look. It's got like a blushy color mixed in with the beige. And there's still a lot of that on there. So you could keep a lot of this for yourself and then also sell if you wanted to do the exact same thing. Uh-oh, I'm running out of room. Those there. And then there's this one. Oh gosh, so this is just so pretty. Look at that. Oh gosh. Lovely. Lovely. And then finally for this lot 2 is another small little ruffle trim right here. Okay, so again, that was lot 2. Lot 3. All right, there's 2 different ones on this one because for the most part, a lot of these are super wide laces. So there is, I don't know which way it goes. So there's that. Doing this pinning and unpinning is what's taking up so much dang time here. And then, where is this one? And then there's this one. And there's another little piece that's in here. So that's why it's kind of, where's it at? There it is. So I've got 2 of them pinned on this one, so just keep that in mind because there's going to be, it's kind of on here a little awkwardly just because of the way that is. Oh, I didn't even show it. Here we go. So there's that one. Again, lots of appliques that you can just cut apart or you can just keep it as a running strand. I need more pins. Okay, so this one's going to be pinned in 3 different spots just for this one strand, if I can even get it in there. So again, just be careful. Don't want anybody poking themselves. Okay, sorry, it's going to take forever on this lot. And then there's this. Doesn't help that I've got white, the same color head pin on here. Gets kind of buried. Oh, I had this one pinned in the top and the bottom. Okay, and then there's this one. Not much on that one. Ouch. Just poked myself. That must have been why I had it like this. Okay. And then there's this one, and this one looks very aged right here. Oh, I wish it had a year on here. Roth Import Company in New York. I have no idea. Okay, anyway. I'm struggling with what side is what. Okay, this is another little ruffle trim. This is so pretty too. Just beautiful. I loved this lady's style of trims that she had. And then there is this really wide lace right here. So this again, you can cut into appliques, and there is a lot on here, you guys. So plenty to share or use in a project or sell. If you want to keep some for yourself and then do like I do and sell here on YouTube to your subscribers. So there's that. And then the last one for this lot 3 is this eyelet trim right here. And there's a lot of this on this card. So vintagey. All right, again, that was lot 3. Lot 4. I've run out of room on my floor. Shoot. Okay, bear with me a minute. Give me a minute here. I gotta get like organized, somewhat organized. I'm having to maneuver through an obstacle course here. Okay, lot 4. I might as well get lot 5 out while I'm here. Okay. So this is lot 4. And there's this lace right here. Oh, this one's really nice. And there's a lot of this on here too. Where's the pin? Oh, I can't find the pin. Oh no. Oh, come on. Alright, there's a pin lost in this one, so I have no idea where it's at. And again, this is, you know, can be cut for appliques, and it's this really pretty flower, and it goes all the way across. This is what the flower looks like, and I hope my hand's covering most of it, my chubby fingers. So it needs to be ironed. But there is a lot of this on here. Oh, I think I just had it tucked in. Maybe. Anyway, there's a lot on this one. So you got a lot of appliques there. And then there is this. This one right here. And then this one. And there's two laces on this one. So I've got this real dainty looking one right here. And then this ruffle trim right here. Okay, so that was lot 4. Wait, let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, there's supposed to be 5 of these cards per lot. And then lot 5. This looks like a dangle trim. As usual, I can't find the pin. Oh, lots of appliques on this one too. Well, anyway, you get the idea of what's on here. It's just a continuation of all this here. Looks like I might have a piece of cut off of one that's like tied in here as well, so there's this one. Oh, that's pretty too. Beautiful. There's quite a bit of that on this card here. And then here we go. And then there's this one. And then finally for this lot is this lace right here. No clue. Okay, so again, that was lot 5. All right, lot 6. Lot 6, where are you? Okay, this is going to be a lot of Sari ribbons. I just threw this bow in here because it's one that I made for a project and then didn't use, so it's like kind of already glued in, but yeah, this is something that I wound up not using on the project, and then this is what I used to make this bow. So this is the, I don't even know what color you call this, a blush pink color, a salmon color, I don't really know. I bought full skeins of the 3 colors. I have already used a lot of this, so this is probably like a third of a skein right here in that blush color. Anyway, this is lot 6, 15, and this is the cream colored, and this should be like a full skein right here, and the same with the white. I have it crammed into a much smaller bag than this one, so but this one is a full skein and should be almost the full skein of it, so just FYI. And this also includes some organza ribbon. This is just from Amazon that I purchased to make bows and stuff for my journals. And then I have a whole bunch that's included with this lot, a whole bunch of seam binding that you can dye yourself. I have the white from Hobby Lobby. I have some that I've already dyed. This is like a cotton bias tape that I dyed as well. I have it in the pink color, and then there's a bunch of vintage ones in here. Oh, I just broke that. This is like a lace, actually. This is like a lace seam binding right here in a brown color. Oh, I'm sorry, that says black. It looks brown. Wow, I wonder if that's just aged. Oh my goodness, doesn't even looks brown to me. And then this really old navy, I don't know, magenta. I have this is like a metallic, it has like a gold sheen to it. I have this rickrack that I've dyed, coffee dyed. The same with this bias tape that I coffee dyed. A wine color. This navy again, another navy. Some white rickrack, really old. and some scarlet bias. I believe this is bias. Yeah, it says bias tape right there. And then I also have the Tim Holtz crinkle ribbon that you can dye any color you want as well. Okay, so that is all lot 6 for $15, not including shipping. All right, bear with me a minute. I'm having to go to the other side of the room to find a space on the floor. What was that, lot 6? Okay, so lot 7. Where's lot 7? Here we go. All right, lot 7. This is the one I hate giving up. I debated on whether or not I was going to sell this lot. You'll see in a minute. This is my button hoard, and when I got that estate sale, that lady had the most beautiful collection of mother of pearl buttons in here. So there's all kinds of sizes. You have this small right here. You have this size right here. These are the perfect size right here and there's 2 slots full of those. I mean, just full of mother of pearl. So mother of pearl is these 4, and then the bottom row right here, and then there might be some mixed in these 2, but these are the ones that came from that vintage sale. And then I just kind of mixed in some other buttons that I had just to fill this up, because this is the container that that the lady had as well. So it is also very yellowed and aged, and then I just put this cover on it to match the storage I had in my craft room here. So there's these sizes, and then a larger one that's like this. Ugh, so pretty. I just love these. Right here. Golly. And then this one as well. Okay. Oh, and then I also had from another vintage sale that I had bought from an Etsy seller, and she's a really well-known journaler. Oh, and I can't remember her name. I've been seeing a lot of her videos lately popping up in my feed. I want to say it's French something, Little French, I can't remember anyway. But anyway, so I had purchased one of her lots, and that is where these came from. So these vintage buttons here, and I've just got them kind of settled in here where I can actually, you know, close this. Okay, so lot 7 is these buttons, and then I'm also including with it the dyed seam binding. So I did like a light tea dye on this seam binding, and then this is the Hug Snug seam binding. I have a big roll of it in just white, and then I just, you know, color it. And then I have like a heavier coffee dye on this one, and then I did a pink dye on this. So I'm including the seam binding with the buttons, and then I also have this Stampin' Up set of the ribbon and button pack, so that if you wanted to do, so there's these boxes that you can make, they have a window on them, and then you can alter these boxes with papers and stuff to personalize it. But I thought that went really well with this if you like doing racks and that sort of thing. Okay, so that is again lot 7 for $10, not including shipping. Lot 8. Boy, this is a big one. Oh gosh. I really needed a container for this one. Okay, this is lot 8 for 15. And this is a bunch of fibers. So if you like doing tassels or wire wrapped beads, anything that you would use for doing like any kind of fiber art, this is in here. So I have this jewel tone set that I got from an Etsy seller, and everything is still all bundled together, so you just have to take it apart. I never even got into this one. So this is a beautiful set, and that's why this is a pricier lot, because I bought 3 of these from an Etsy seller, and it was a heck of a lot more than that. And so there's this pink blush color fibers in this one, and I did open up into this one, so I have used a couple of strands off of that. And then I have another, like, I forgot what that one was, but it's like got more plum tones with some greens in it, sage greens in with it, pinks, burgundy. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful. And then I also have some of the, and this is what I used when I was doing like wire wrap beads, just all kinds, sewing this into mixed media fabrics and stuff that I was doing. So there's all this felted wool. So this is in the like wine colors. It's got, looks like it might have a little green and some pinks mixed in there. Big thing of that. I also have it in this. If you do snippet rolls too, you pull some of this out and just sew on top of it, or glue, however you do your snippet rolls. I also have this one that I got from, I don't know, I think this was a Hobby Lobby clearance, and it's in that forest green color. I have these adornments right here in the blues. I have another set from an Etsy seller. Oh, actually, I think it's the same Etsy seller as this one, because I pretty much used her for all these kind of fibers that I used to purchase. And then this set right here. Guys, this is a great deal. If you know, you know. This right here. I have some more Sari silk, just a miscellaneous assortment of different Sari silks in here. I probably should have included that with the other, you know what, I'm going to include this with that other lot. So I have one more lot that I'm going to throw in here. I'm putting that with that, so that's not included with this, okay? Because I just started looking at this and I'm like, wow, yeah, this is a lot you're getting. Okay, and then also keeping with the like really thin tassel makers or wire wrapping boho beads, that's what I'm trying to say. So I have this thin ribbon that I dyed. I have this organza ribbon that's really thin, some more that I dyed, and then this one that has the gold and ivory, so I'm including all that in there. And then I have a whole bunch of other fibers that are in here that are on a little ribbon, plastic ribbon threader, spool, whatever you want to call it here. And these are all from all kinds of different yarns that I have collected over the years, and they're great as well for doing the boho beads, and also of course the string packs. This is all kinds of like different thread colors that you can use to incorporate into your boho beads as well. So just an odd little lot here, but if you work with fibers, you'll understand this lot. And again, that's 15, not including shipping. And then lot 9, because I just looked down and saw this, I'm also gonna have a lot that has the actual, I'm splitting all those yarn lots that I have. I'm gonna split those into 2 different lots. So I'll have some more of those fibers coming your way. Because again, they're just I really need something to put that in, and I don't have anything. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Anyway, I have a, you know, a lot of yarns over the years, because I always looked for yarns that were, you know, cool for this kind of textile art. So I'm going to split them into two in case anybody's interested. Okay. And I should have had that ready for this video, but I don't. So that will be coming as well later on. It's just a lot of stuff to go through in my craft room, and I'm overwhelmed by it, so I'm just trying to clear some stuff out so I can make more room in here. Okay, and then finally, the last lot. Oh, what should this be? Lot 9. I lost my way here for a minute. Okay, and this is going to be lot 9. And this one is going to be $12. And this has got a lot of stuff in it. Boy, there's a little bit of everything. I'm not going to go through a lot of this stuff in here, you guys, because there's just so much of it. I'm going to go through this stuff I'm pushing to the side right now. But this has all kinds of fabric pieces. So again, if you like doing snippet rolls and you want to have all kinds of different textures and fabrics, and there's like sari silk pieces in here, laces that are cut offs, some of this punchinella, canvas, ribbons, just a little bit of everything in here, because as I work on projects I would just throw it into a pile. And this is like dyed fabrics even. So anyway, this is just a huge bag of this stuff in here. But then I also, and then I also have some more like laces that I was waiting to dye, so didn't get dyed, but I also have some that I did grunge up and dye with coffee. So there's a lot of these pieces in here as well. Just cut off pieces. Like this right here. Look how grungy that is. Oh my. And then just some more lace that has been coffee dyed and cut on. So that's in here. And then I have just some other large lace pieces. Some eyelet fabric that's in here as well. And then I have a whole bunch of these that I either, one of two things, I either stamped on it or I printed it through my laser printer on canvas fabric. So there's all kinds of just pretty fabric pieces in here. Like these are all what I printed to, everything's upside down, but you know, just all kinds of different adverts and stuff that I printed to canvas. Not canvas, I'm sorry. This is well, I can't think of the word, but it's a fabric. It's not canvas. And like this is stamped with the Lynn Perella stamps that I had, so I did a bunch of these little stamps as well. Yeah, a lot of this in the back here is just all stamps where I stamped. And then I have the same here, just some little labels. Again, if you like doing fabric snippet rolls, this is perfect. This whole thing is all about snippet rolls right here that I'm destashing right here. And then these are like just bigger labels. And oh, actually this is a stamp. So I stamped a whole bunch of these. And then I have this set of buttons right here. And that's being included with this, okay? Oh, and what I just threw from the earlier lot. This is the Sari silk that I was telling you about. That's just kind of miscellaneous Sari silks in here. Okay, again, that's lot 9 for 12. Okay, I think that's going to be it for right now because this is a lot of lots for me to try to get through, and then I'll be back with the next batch because there's still a lot of fabric and appliques and stuff, and like I said, that yarn, flower trims, just all kinds of stuff. So just keep your eye open. Thanks. Bye.